Okay, thank you and welcome again. Today we shall be looking at 2007 chemistry paper 3. That is a practical paper. Uh, what I should actually remind students or anyone who will be watching, it is very much important to look at the procedures and check if you have the required apparatus and the solution or the what is needed. Okay. Now, the question was talking about okay, this was divided into three sections. Section one, that was mole concept. The mole concept is always tested in form of by using titration. Okay. Now, you will realize that we had three solution. For this case, we had solution A, B, and C. Now, the procedure is. The procedure was, as I do the procedure, I'll be doing the titration. You'll be watching, okay? Now using the pipette, using the pipette and the pipette filler, place 25 centimeter cube of solution A into 250 milliliter polymetric flask. Now see, after putting the solution there, you need to add some water to 250 milliliter level. Okay, this according to the procedure. This is not me telling you, this is the procedure. Now you should label this solution D. Okay, now look at how I'm making my own labeling. This one is solution D, and this solution D is what you will use in your burette. Now see, this one is what you will place in that burette. As you can kindly see, as I pour it into the burette, make sure that your burette is closed. Now, using a clean pipette, place 25 centimeter cube of solution B into conical. Now, this is the solution that you'll use to titrate with D. Okay. Now, this solution, you will repeat the same process using the pipette, then transfer solution to conical flask or polymetric flask. Okay. Now, you should add 2 drops of methyl orange indicator provided and titrated with solution D. Remember, this we shall do 3 titer, that is 3 titrations. First titration, we fill the table as the first titer. Second titration, we fill the second part as the second titer. Okay, now see how I normally, when I do my practical, it's good to shake. I'm just trying to show you, it's very important because this will help you this will help this will enhance what you call uniform mixing. That is, it will be mixed uniformly, therefore can make you avoid some errors or arrive to the accuracy of okay, your work will be more or less very, very, very accurate record in that table. That's your first titer. Secondly, we repeat the same thing. We add this state. We use a clean pipette and use it to place a 25 centimeter cube of solution B into the conical flask. Now, that's the second titer. Okay, you repeat it twice, another and 2 more actually to make it 3. Okay, look at what I'm doing. Okay, students or anyone who is watching, what I trying to I want to advise is that make sure that your answer sheet is always far from the workbench, because you realize that some liquid can easily spill into the paper, and maybe let us assume that this is KCSE. No one will give you another paper. That is, you need to know that. So place that answer sheet somewhere that is a bit far from your working place, and make sure that your neighbor cannot look at what you are doing, because it will be examination irregularity. Okay, now record your result again into the table. That is the second one. We are going to the third. Look at what I'm doing. Yeah, don't get tired, because actually make chemistry one of your favorite subjects. Okay, don't get tired. It's very simple. It's just a simple task. Okay, you repeat. You add 2 drops of methyl orange. Remember, this is the third time. You titrate it with solution D again. Okay, the reason of repeating is to do or to minimize errors. Okay, you may have made an error in your first titration. The second one will tell you if actually the first titration was well conducted. Now this is the third one. We shall record the value, then do the average. That is always the first question. Remember, the table failing is always 3 to 4 marks. Okay, and for this case it was 3 marks. And my students, make sure that you fill it to equal number of decimals. If you filled table 1 with one decimal place, somebody else will start calculating and do some funny things here. That's always one decimal place. Make sure all decimal places are well written. Now you will say titer 1, titer 2, titer 3 divided by 3 is equals to the average. Okay, that is question 1. Question 2, the concentration of sodium carbonate in solution D. Now see that you will use the mass given all over the relative atomic mass, the actual mass. It will give you the what? The number of that is the number of molarity, because this was per liter. You had already the molarity of it, of solution D. Now you come and write the equation. This is mainly to find the mole ratio. Okay, now you will add you will equate if this moles that you got was in 1 liter, because you were given 8.0 per liter. Okay, what about 25 centimeter cube? That is cross multiplication. You will get 0.0018868 moles. Okay, well, the mole ratio will now give you that the equivalent moles of the other reactant. Now for you, now after getting the moles of the other the reacting solution, you will now equate it that this was now present in 20.3 centimeter. What about 250? You get the moles in that 250. Now if this was there in 250, okay, you repeat the same thing. What about in 1000? This is what will give you the molarity. Now you cross multiply, you get 0.09296 mol. That is molarity. That's moles per liter. Okay, now therefore this one is this. Now you want to equate and get for molarity 2. Are you getting it? Now if this was equal to that, because it has the same mole ratio. What about for M2? Okay, this is what you got. We got 0.9296. This is mole per liter. Actually, capital M is always okay. The uppercase M or capital M is always molarity, right? Now we proceed on. That question is done. And part 1 of 2007 paper 3 chemistry practical was as simple as that. Okay, thank you. Subscribe and follow for the second upload of second part of this paper. Wish you all the best. Thank you.